Hey Guardians, what is going on? Fallout here, and we got a lot of nerfs to talk about in D2. If you missed it, the TWAB, aka the This Week at Bungie, got put out the other day, and a lot of big sandbox changes coming to Destiny 2 for Season of the Drifter, which begins on March 5th. I've linked the patch notes down below in the comment section, so go check it out if you want to read along with me. Otherwise, I'm going to just talk about the ones that spoke to me the most. Can you guess which ones those are? I'm sure you can. Shotgun changes and the changes to the one-eyed mask. They also made changes to the linear fusion rifles in the game, mostly because they were way overused in Gambit. But I'm way more interested in the other two. So why don't we kick things off, talk about the changes that Bungie is making to shotguns. Special thank you to all the kajillion people who tagged me on Discord, Reddit, and Twitter regarding the change to shotguns overall. Now, obviously, when the new season drops, I'm going to go in and do a full in-depth review, again, on shotguns and their optimal one-hit kill ranges, but until then, why don't we go ahead and read down the list of what Bungie is going to be changing and how it's going to affect shotguns in PvP. Okay, they write, in Season of the Drifter, we're making a few changes to rapid-fire shotguns and the full auto perk. We're doing this for a few reasons, one of them being that the full auto perk feels far too important to shotguns in PvE, which I agree with. This perk effectively doubles the damage output of any given shotgun due to the rate of fire increase. Quick side note for those of you who did not know, yeah, full auto didn't just make your gun shoot while holding down the trigger, it also increased your shotgun's rate of fire. While we believe it is important to have useful perks on your weapons, the efficiency of this was so impactful that rapid fire shotguns became the only shotguns worth considering for PvE. When the following changes release in Season of the Drifter, we hope you might be inspired to equip an aggressive shotgun or maybe even take a slug shotgun for a spin in PvE. Okay, that's all pretty straightforward, I agree. Usually when I play Gambit, I always go in with a full auto shotgun because anything else feels weak. Shotguns will receive a damage multiplier in PvE activities, effectively doubling their damage. The Legend of Acreus is an exception. Full auto rate of fire bonus for shotguns is now 10%, down from 100%. In addition, it no longer increases the shotgun pellet spread. That is a really big change. For as long as I can remember in Destiny, full auto shotguns have always made your shotguns fire faster. Who knew it was by 100%? I didn't know it was that high. But yeah, it makes your shotguns shoot faster and it widens your pellet spread. With this new fundamental change to how shotguns operate, full auto no longer going to widen the pellet spread, and they'll still shoot faster, but only by a minor 10%. Default rate of fire values have also shifted. Aggressive shotguns, aka the Mindbender's Ambition, are 55 RPM up from 45 RPM. Precision shotguns, aka the Dustrock Blues, are 70 RPM up from 55 RPM. Lightweights like the Hawthorne's Field Forged are 80 RPM. They were incorrectly written down as 90 RPM previously. Rapid fire shotties like the Wishbringer are 140 RPM, being brought down from 200 RPM. Now they were normally 100 RPM, but due to the nature of full auto, they had been bumped up to 200 RPM. Also reduced base damage for shotguns across the board to align with their new rates of fire on a per sub-archetype basis. Ammo reserves for shotguns were reevaluated due to the increased efficiency of having more damage per shot. And the final nail in the coffin, we took the opportunity to slightly adjust shotguns for PvP. While shotguns will remain effective in the Crucible, we have toned down the damage at which shotguns could secure a one-shot kill. What is the takeaway from all this? Well, shotguns in PvE are going to hit harder, but in PvP, they're going to hit softer. If you can think back and remember my holy trinity of what makes a shotgun important in PvP in terms of far one-hit kill range, the number one thing was impact. With reduced base damage across the board, it is going to be harder to get a long-distance one-hit kill with a shotgun in PvP. By how far exactly still will remain to be seen. If it's only a minor decrease, I can still very much imagine shotguns being the dominant special weapon choice in PvP. PvP. If it's a huge nerf, it might be possible that full auto shotguns will take the cake as the new go-to in PvP across the board, the goal being to try and get a quick 2-tap rather than a deep 1-tap. Rest assured, I will find out one way or another. Finally, we move on to the change that I'm sure myself and a lot of other people are going to be very happy about: the one-eyed mask nerf. This Titan exotic helmet has been making life very difficult for both hunters and warlocks in PvP for God knows how long. Why don't we go ahead and read what Bungie has to say. In various combat situations, one-eyed mask has become too effective, you don't say, and has become a non-choice exotic for Titans in PvP, which, yeah, if you are a Titan and you play in PvP and you have the one-eyed mask, it is a non-decision. After implementing the following changes, we believe the exotic will still be potent if used well, but there will be more opportunities to counter it. The duration of the Mark of Vengeance has been reduced from 15 to 8 seconds. First of all, dear Lord, it was 15 seconds of Mark of Vengeance. Are you kidding me with that duration? Very glad that they are reducing the duration of Vengeance, because even if you don't get the kill with the one-eyed mask, you still see where the enemy gets to run to and go and what they're doing for 15 seconds. Good God. The way players refill health after a successful kill has changed. Before, it restored all of your health and the overshield refilled over time. Now, the health refills over time alongside the overshield. This should give a leg up when encountering situations where multiple people are fighting one person with the one-eyed mask. That is a great change. The viability of the mask moving forward is going to be tied directly with how quickly you get your health back after activating the mask. One of the biggest problems with the mask is that it gave the user so much health and it gave it right away. Reminded me of the Worm Husk Crown. Remember that thing? Any exotic that gives you health instantly, that's going to be bad news. Really hoping that the health gain is very slow. Vengeance will no longer trigger for players in Super. This was making Supers far too potent. Yeah, to make things worse with the one-eyed mask, anyone who was using it and had their Super, it was really hard to take them down. I mean, obviously you have to team shoot somebody in their Super in order to kill them most of the time, and when you do that and they kill you with the one-eyed mask, they get their health back right away and an overshield. It's just way too much. I know there's probably a ton of Titan mains down in the comment section about to write right now, "Oh, this bullshit, Titans are so weak now, Hunters are strong, why couldn't we just have one exotic?" Come on, you have to admit, when an exotic is so good that it becomes the only choice you should ever wear for PvP, you have to admit it needs to be looked at. At least that's my opinion anyway. Anyway, those are the two biggest changes I wanted to bring up coming in the 2.2.0 patch, which is set to drop alongside Season of the Drifter. I would like to hear what you think about these changes. Are they going to hurt the PvP sandbox, or are they going to help overall? Are you looking forward to them? Are you not? Sound off down in the comment section. And hey, did you know that I stream every week on Twitch? Well, you should. Head on over to twitch.tv/FalloutPlays and give me a follow. I will be live all weekend playing Destiny and talking about it with y'all. Hope to see you there. And if you haven't already, please click on the subscribe button. It's free to do and it helps me out greatly. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.